Hey guys, how's it going? Siddharth Rachek here. Welcome to this video where I'm going to be teaching you how you can start your own coaching business in the next 90 days. I'm going to go step by step and I'm going to show you there are 10 steps to this entire process. I'll be answering all the questions so that you can achieve that in the next 90 days and you're going to have some fun learning this, okay? So before I get started, I just want to check and see how many of you here are watching this for the first time. How many of you really want to be a coach? Just type I want in the comment box. Type I want in the comment box. Just checking to see how many of you are really interested in learning about this. See, the coaching and training industry is growing like crazy, okay? And especially in India right now, we're just at the nascent stage, like how it used to be in the 1980s, 1990s, where all these big names like Jack Canfield and Robert Kiyosaki and Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn and all these big names were actually getting more popular. They were just starting off on the journey. That is happening in India right now. Okay, there are very few people who are gone to that international level of coaches, but coaches and trainers, this is the best time, if you ask me, for you to get started on this journey, because India is growing as a country. The population is huge. There are so many people to be served. And if you want to learn exactly how to build a coaching business, like how to start a coaching business in 90 days, then this video is going to be for you. Okay, so like I mentioned, I'm going to jump into this mind map and I'm going to answer all these questions. Okay, I'm going to answer the questions like, who are you? Like, how can you, first identify yourself? Who do you want to serve? In which area will you serve them? How will you serve them? How will you be unique? What systems do you need? How will you market this product, your coaching services? What are the 5 pillars? How do you design the best curriculum? And what is your next step? All of this I'm going to be covering in this video. So if you're excited to learn, just type excited in the comment box. And what I'll do is I will start off one by one. I'm going to start from the top. And I just want you to participate with me as we do this, and so that you take notes, absorb those concepts, and trust me, if you follow the steps that whatever I'm giving you over here, in 90 days you can start to make money by selling your knowledge. Okay, by selling your knowledge in terms of selling your services as a coach, or you could even get into consulting, which is slightly different from coaching, or you can even get into selling your own courses as a digital coach. I'm mentoring over 11,000 people right now in my community and making them to take their knowledge and convert that into coaching systems. So if you're excited, just type excited in the comment box and I will begin on the detailed tutorial. Okay, so let's get started. So the first principle is you need to identify who are you. And a lot of people, when they come into my coaching community here, they come in with the goal of making money. But I'll tell you, money making is an important goal to have, but there is something beyond that, or I would say it has to fulfill 4 criteria. And you might have seen this before. There's a concept called Ikigai. Ikigai is alignment in the 4 dimensions. And only if you align on all the 4 dimensions, can you make this coaching business a very successful coaching business. So if you have been thinking how to start a coaching business, start with this. Okay. So the first thing is, you need to love what you're doing. You need to love the topic itself. So for example, I love the topic of creating digital leaders. I love this whole topic of online funnels and stuff. And that's why I'm in this space. Okay. So one is you need to love what you're doing and you need to be good at it, because there are some people, they love it, but they may not be so good at it. And it does not really, fulfill the criteria, and all 4 need to be fulfilled. Okay. So if you love what you're doing and if you're really good at it, that means that is your passion. Okay. If you love something and if the world needs it, that is your mission. Okay, and if what you're good at and if you can get paid for it, that means that is your profession. And if the world needs it and if you can get paid for it, that is your vocation. So this is a very simplified graph which demonstrates on how to pick a topic for you to start your coaching business. So if all 4 are aligned, then that is what is called as Ikigai. It is a sweet spot and you can go full on, and there's no doubt that you can, you'll prosper in that because you love it, you're good at it, the world needs it, and you can get paid for it. Okay, is this brilliant? Just type brilliant in the comment box. Most people get stuck because they are in one of the 4 dimensions, or just in maybe 2 or 3 out of 4 dimensions. Okay, they may love what they're doing, but maybe the world does not need it, or they love it and they are really good at it, but there is no market. There's no money that can be made from it. Okay, so all these criteria need to fulfill in order to be successful. Okay, so let's come to the next principle, or the next question which I want to open up for you, which I want to address is once you have identified your Ikigai, like what is that, that area that you want to step into. Then you need to be clear on who do you want to serve. Okay, who do you want to serve? If you're going to say I want to serve everybody from 10-year-old till 80-year-old, anybody can do this, then nobody's going to come to you. Okay, so I want you to think a little bit deeply and think about these segments. These are pretty much the main segments that there are. You can go sub also into this. You can go into subcategories. But I'm saying things like, do you want to serve business owners and entrepreneurs? If that's your segment, then everything will change. Okay. 2 is, do you want to serve corporate professionals, working professionals? Do you want to serve student community? Do you want to serve women? Do you want to serve middle-aged people? Do you want to serve senior citizens? Now, I've just given you some examples here, but you need to be a little bit more specific on who do you want to serve. You can even go one level deeper. Maybe you want to serve entrepreneurs in the retail space. Maybe you want to serve corporates in the IT segment. Maybe you want to serve students who are only doing CA, okay, chartered accountancy. Now, the deeper you go, the more money you can actually make as a coach. Okay, because many people think that, I'm a coach, I can coach anyone. I'm a life coach, I can coach anybody on any topic. It doesn't work that way. It used to work in the past, but now if you see, it's all about narrowing down on your segment and being known as the person who can help. So if you are known as the specialist who can help CA students clear their CA exams, you know what? Those who are aspiring to become a chartered accountant, they will come to you. Whereas if you're positioning yourself as, I can help any student clear any subject, you're not a specialist. So there's no attractiveness when it comes to being generic. Okay. So coming back over here is the second principle, or the second question is, you need to narrow down on who you want to serve. Okay. Now let's come to question number 3. Question number 3 is, in which area will you serve them? That means, do you want to serve them in areas of business growth? And this I would say are the top niches right now. Okay, there's health, wealth, and relationships, which are the top niches. If you want to start a coaching business, but you can coach people in these 5 major areas. That means, do you want to serve them in business growth? You want to help them grow in their business, or do you want to serve in career growth? You want to help someone progress in their career, which they are a working professional. Do you want to help people make more money? Now, this is a different segment altogether, because here we are talking about like how to make money through blogging, how to make money through affiliate marketing, how to make money through selling online courses. Okay, so make money market, like how to make money through stock markets. All these that's a different breed of people who want to make extra money. Okay, a lot of money to be made there. Health and wellness, this is a very broad category, but you can go specific. You're helping people overcome an issue using yoga. Okay, and even in yoga, you want to say you are a specialist in yoga for stress relief. Okay, now that's where the money is. Okay, so if you have to, the narrower you go in terms of your topic or niche, the more money is to be made over there. The riches are in the niches. And of course, relationships. Now, relationships, you can decide whether you want to be a coach in targeting students who are having relationship issues, or you want to target parents who want to improve the relationship with their teenage kids, or parents who want to improve the relationship with their younger kids, or just a husband and wife, or even partners and newlywed couples. So you can even go narrower even into relationships, because these are the 5 areas where people actually have problems, which if you can solve, you can make a lot of money. So the bigger the problem that you can solve, the more money that you can make as a coach. Okay. Now, does this make sense? If you're watching me live right now, just type in the comment box. Does this make sense? Just type "make sense" in the comment box. Type "make sense" in the comment box, because this is all about serving people. It is not about you. See, a lot of people come to me in my coaching group and they say, I'm a corporate professional. I have 35 years experience in this. And the only answer I tell them is, no one cares about your 35 years experience. It's what problem that you can solve based on the experience that you already have. And if you're able to bring that out in your messaging and positioning online, you'll have clients running towards you. Okay, you'll not have to sell like go aggressive in selling and stuff. You'll start to attract people towards you like a magnet, because you have positioned yourself on all these 3 areas. One is you love what you're doing, like you know exactly what you stand for, you know who you want to serve, and you know how you're going to serve them, in which area you're going to serve them. Okay. Now let's go to the 4th point is, how will you serve them? Okay, which area we have demonstrated, and how are you going to serve them? Are you going to serve them by selling information products? Like, this is what I do. I have all my online courses and stuff like that, and people actually buy my courses. Okay, so either you want to sell on digital products, or you want to do consulting. Now, consulting is different from coaching. So coaching, one-to-one coaching is where you may go a little bit more deeper. Like, for example, you may do multiple sessions with somebody to help them to get to the root of the problem, and then help them overcome a particular situation, whether it's a personal situation or a business situation. Now, consulting can be more like a one-off. Like, suppose I want to bring a financial consultant. I want them to evaluate where my operations are right now, and I want them to give me a solution, and they can leave. Okay, so it's like a project based. A coaching can go a little bit more deeper. That's the difference between consulting and coaching, according to me. Okay, from how I look at it. So an info product can be one option. You can do consulting, you can do coaching, one-to-one coaching. You can do group coaching. Maybe you want to work with batches of people and you want to help solve the problem, or you want to do a community building activity. So for example, this is what I am doing. So whenever somebody buys my information product, I'm actually nurturing the community, and I'm driving this community to achieve goals together. So what ends up happening is, I'm not only doing group coaching for all my paid members, but I've created an ecosystem where all my customers, they also meet up on their own, and they're creating a community, and they find accountability partners between each other, and where I'm not in the system anymore. It's like I'm guiding them what to do, but they are creating their own communities. They're meeting up on their own. They are finding inspiration on their own, and they're growing on their own. So that is the another method, which is the ultimate method. If you want to be a coach, then that is the ultimate method for you to impact a lot of people without being there. Okay, without trading your time. Okay, that's a brilliant way to move ahead. So how will you serve them has to be defined. Okay, then question number 5 is a very, very important question, which you need to ask yourself is, how will you be unique? Because if everybody is doing the same thing, then it's going to create a distortion in the marketplace. Okay, so if everybody is saying the same thing, doing the same thing, then what's going to make you different? So if you look at the way that I'm positioning myself right now, my website, my videos, everything that I do, it's very unique from what everybody is doing. Because I've studied the market. There are many people who are doing similar things. Like, they're also promoting online courses. They're saying you can become a coach, you can do this, you can do that, you can create your own products. But my formulas are very different from others. So when I talk about unique, these are the 4 elements. You have to develop your own success models. Yes, you can learn from other masters, like I learned from my mentors, but I don't rip off and copy exactly what they're telling me to do. No, I'm taking their success models. I'm looking at 3-4 other people that I believe in, that I resonate with, but I'm creating my own model, giving it my own name, my own technology. Okay, I've created my own success model, which is what makes me unique from the rest of the market. Okay, and 2 is, you got to define what's your flavor, what's your persona. Like, I speak in English, I can't speak in Hindi. I'm a South Indian Tam Bram guy. Okay, and many people ask me, hey Sid, can you do, in fact, there's a search term on YouTube which is Siddharth Rajshekar Hindi. Okay, I don't speak Hindi, and you'll never find that. Okay, so you need to define what is your primary language, what is your flavor and persona. So my flavor is a little bit more laid back and chilled out, and I like to talk straight, and this is my way of doing things. Now, how you would do things may be slightly different, and you don't have to copy like how I'm doing things. You need to bring out your flavor and your persona, because that's what people get attracted to at the end of the day. It's about how will you be unique. That is the power of this entire system. Okay, so the 5th question is, how will you be unique? Question number 6 is, then it comes into the more logical, technical thing, which is, what systems do you need to make this happen? And if you ask me, if you're asking like how to start a coaching business in 90 days, is once you get clear on the 5 points, then you need to set up your systems. And this is what I would recommend as far as systems are concerned. First is, you need your own website /blog. Why am I saying /blog? Is because my website, siddharthrajshekar.com, it is not just information. It's just not just about a website about me, but it's about a lot of high value content that I post for public, a lot of blog articles, podcasts, everything. Okay, so you need to have your website and blog, which is your home online, and ideally it should be around your own name. Like, you have yourname.com, I have siddharthrajshekar.com, unless you want to go with a brand or a mission and things like that. Okay, now I have my website, which is siddharthrajshekar.com. I have a members area, which is my learning management system, where I actually load all my courses for my students to go through. Then I have a community forum, which is sitting on a different platform, where all my customers are able to engage and interact with each other on a dedicated social network. Now you can either have a Facebook group or you can have your own customized community forum, like how I've done a customized community forum where they can ask questions, they can get help from each other and all of that stuff. So that's the third element of your systems. Fourth element is you need your landing pages to collect leads for your webinars or any other way that you're promoting, or even for your seminars, and you need webinar systems, okay, and tracking. There are a few more other systems, but just to keep it simple, these are the 5 systems that you need for you to really call yourself a coach, in the digital age. Okay. Then the 7th question is, how will you market this? How will you market yourself as a coach? And this is again a big problem that most people have in the coaching world or in the knowledge giver world, is everybody wants to give gyan. Everybody wants to give knowledge, but very few people really are understanding the importance of marketing and sales. How many of you are with me? Just type with you in the comment box. If you're with me till now, okay, looking at it, just type with you in the comment box. A lot of coaches, trainers, knowledge givers, they love to give gyan, but they get uncomfortable when it comes to selling, when it comes to marketing. And that is where the Western world have got it right. Like most of the coaches, trainers that you see in the influencers in the Western world, they are fantastic at packaging themselves. They are right on the top, right from they're getting their photo shoot, their videos, their quality of production, the quality of audio, the video. Very few people in India are actually doing it with such diligence, if you ask me. Okay, now it's definitely growing. We have some huge names in the influencer space in India, no doubt. Sandeep Maheshwari, Vivek Bindra, many people are definitely coming up huge. Okay, and they're creating waves around the world. But having said that, I think we need to, as Indians, and if you're an Indian watching this, is we need to take that extra step in the aesthetics, in the design, in the photo shoot, in presenting ourselves and packaging ourselves in the most powerful way. Okay, and you need to invest in yourself, invest in your learning, invest in your I invest a lot on my technology, my gear, my learning. I invested in photo shoot. I really got the best of the best to do the work for me. Okay, and that's what, if you go and see my properties anywhere online, it has a particular flavor to it. Okay, and all of this comes down to how the marketing part. So how will you market it? Is this way. You can market it through webinars. Like for me, I do all my things are through webinar funnels. You can do webinars, you can do videos like what I'm doing. This is a video. You can do podcasts, social media, emails. By the way, podcast is the future. Okay, podcast is one of the best ways for you to connect on a deeper level with your audience, just by using voice. Because when people are driving in their downtime, and if you're able to have a really good, entertaining podcast, which is infotainment, where there's information and entertainment, you will be able to, really grab people into your audience like crazy. And there are many brands that are willing to pay podcasters much bigger dollars than even YouTube influencers, for even mentioning their brand name. So podcasting is the next stage. So you can market in these different ways. Okay. Number 8 are the 5 pillars. So what are the 5 pillars to master? You need to master 5 pillars. If you want to become a coach in the digital age, you need to be mindful of these 5 things. First is you need to be really good at traffic generation. Okay. And once you come into my coaching system, I get into this. I'm a very execution guy. Okay. There are a lot of coaches and trainers who are focused on the knowledge part. They like to give a lot of knowledge, which is also great. It's important. For me, it's a combination of taking that knowledge, simplifying that knowledge, and translating it into an execution which can deliver a result. And that's why if you see in my YouTube channel, I have tons and tons of real life case studies of people who have been able to go from literally 0 to over 3 lakh rupees per month within 90 days. Go and see my track record. The track record works because my entire coaching model is not based on just giving information, because information is there already on YouTube. Anyone can go and listen to anything that they want these days. What really matters is how you can translate that information into a customizable action plan, which is simple for people to execute and to make that happen for them. And to make it happen. That's what's going to make the difference. Okay. So coming back over here is, as far as the 5 pillars are concerned, is you need to be good at traffic generation, list building, conversion, like how do you turn those leads into sales, copywriting, which is very important, and tribe building. Copywriting is there everywhere. Like copywriting is writing words. In fact, I have a course called Copywriting Mastery in my coaching system, where I get into the details on how to write copy for emails, how to write copy for social media, how to write copy for ads, how to write copy for your blogs and other communication, even for chat. If you're doing WhatsApp and stuff like that, that's a different style of writing. Okay, so words have power, and when you are able to master these 5 pillars, then you can call yourself a coach who's really hands-on in the digital age. And most people, I'll tell you honestly, they want to just take the shortcut method. They want to outsource everything to other agencies and stuff like that. Okay, let me tell you something. Before you can go and outsource anything to anyone, it is best that you have knowledge, the skills, and the aptitude to execute all of these 5 pillars on your own first. Because then when you have the numbers, and then when you have the actual, the metrics, when you're looking at it, then you can outsource it and ask them to do better than what you've already done. That is where you need to outsource. Till then, you should never do it. Okay? This is my, after trying and testing different things, this is my formula which I'm telling you right now, and it works like magic. Okay? Now, let's come to the next question, which is the 9th question, is how to design the best curriculum. How to design the best curriculum. Now, especially when it comes to coaching, it is all about guiding people from a point of where they are right now to the point to where they want to go. It's like point A to point B, where they are and where they want to be. Okay, so for that to happen, the best way to design a curriculum is not by banking on how much you know. Okay, let's focus on this. It's a very important principle. This game of coaching is not about how much you know. It is a game of facilitation. And when I talk about facilitation, it is about asking the right questions. So what I do a lot is I conduct a lot of surveys to my audience, and I ask them, what do you really want? What is keeping you stuck? What are your biggest challenges? I run a lot of polls on my in my groups and stuff like that. And based on the feedback that I'm getting, even customer feedback is more for people who have already bought my products. I ask them also these questions on a weekly basis. And based on what feedback I'm getting from there, my entire curriculum is designed to serve their needs. As plain as simple as that. Yes, you need to start off with a base. You can have your basic curriculum based on your experience. But if you are designing everything based on how you can solve the problem of your market, 2 things will happen. One is you are going to be in the learning mode because you got to learn more than what your market needs. Okay? And 2 is when you deliver exactly what the market wants, the market will buy from you. The people will buy from you more. And when they buy from you more, it's going to give you more confidence. And when you're able to address their specific issues, you're also going to help them get the result, what they want. Yeah. So if coming back to the point here, how to start a coaching business in 90 days, it involves all these elements that you just saw on the screen right now. I'll just zoom out of this mind map and you can see this. Okay. So all the points, right from who you are, what you stand for, how do you serve them, which area will you serve them, in which area will you serve them, who do you serve, how will you serve, how will you be unique, what systems you need, how will you market, what are the pillars, and how to design the best curriculum. Okay, so the last and the most obvious question which will be running in your mind right now is, what's your next step? What should you be doing next? And let me tell you straight on the face right now that coaching is not for everyone. It requires a kind of personality type. It requires a kind of an intelligence and acumen where you need to be operating from a level of service, not from a level of desperation for money and things like that. Okay, it's a very honorable profession if you ask me. Like today, I have over 11,000 people in my community. I have more free time. I make a lot of money. I make much more money than what CEOs would make. Okay, because of systemizing and automating my whole thing, and I'm able to impact a lot of people simultaneously. So this is the only business which can fulfill 3 criteria: more free time, more money, and more impact. Okay. So your next step is I've actually put together a qualification process. Okay. So if you go to this link, sids.co/qualify, you can see it on my screen. I've just put together a bunch of questions to see if you are ready for digital coaching or not. If you feel that this is your thing or not, because like I mentioned, it is not for everyone. Okay. So when you go to that link, sids.co/qualify, you'll see the link also here. I've posted this link here. Go to that link. It's a bunch of questions that I've put together. Answer those questions. And you will know for sure if this is the right thing for you or not. Okay. And at the end of those questions, there's an invite to my next webinar. Go and I would love to meet you live and answer questions in my next webinar. Because in my webinars, I have people who are serious, who are committed, and are willing to go through this no matter what, because this is not a journey of just let's try for 3 months, 4 months. You're actually building something which is long term, where you can be known for something, where you have created an impact where you have the potential to create an impact in the world with the knowledge that you have as a coach. Okay, so back to the point of the big question, how to start a digital coaching business in 90 days. It all begins with you having a pure intention of serving humanity. Okay, and from there on, everything will unfold. Okay, so what I'm going to do is later on you can go to my YouTube channel. If you're already watching this on my YouTube channel, in the description I have a link to this mind map that I just shared. You can download a free copy of it, of the mind map. If you're watching me live, go to my YouTube channel, search for Siddharth Rajshekar, subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Facebook, again, come to my YouTube channel. In the description I have the link to this mind map. You can collect it, complete that survey, and once you are qualified in that survey, then you'll get a special access to one of my webinars, where you will understand the components on how you can take it to the next step and start to implement this knowledge. Okay, and you can get into my community, and I'm more than happy to serve you and help you achieve your goals. Okay, cheers, God bless. And if you found this video useful, please share this to somebody. Maybe tag a friend of yours who is potentially thinking of becoming a coach. Share it on your wall, like and comment below what was your biggest takeaway, and I would love to read your comments and reply to that. Okay, all the best, and have a super day. Bye bye.